Let's consider one of the most basic aspects of virtual reality. Hardly anyone would question that being inside the body is normal, natural, and a true experience. However, by the way, there's no one inside the body is in you. But this certainty runs counter to the phenomenon of outer-body experiences, OBEs, which have been documented in every culture for centuries. The most widely publicized out-of-body experience is going into the light, as it's called, as reported by patients who have clinically died during emergency medical procedures, especially from heart attacks. It turns out that expecting to go into the light when we die is misleading, because what happens in near-death experiences is much more individual than anyone thought. The largest study of near-death experiences, which examined 2,060 patients who died under emergency or intensive care, arrived at the conclusion that death isn't a single event, it's a process. There isn't simply one final or definitive event. During this process, there are ways to reverse death. In cases where medical professionals were successful at getting the heart, lungs, and brain to come back to normal, functioning about 40% of those who had died and come back, remember that something happened when they were flatlined. This part of the study, which was called AWARE and was led by British intensive care doctor Sam Parnia, seems irrefutable. But very quickly, the details of what is called something happened became controversial. We have to dive into a few details to see what the issues are. Out of 2,060 patients who died, the study went from 2008 to 2012 and included 33 researchers in 15 hospitals. 104 were resuscitated. The first point to note is that all had actually died. They were not near death. Their hearts and lungs had stopped functioning, and within 20 to 30 seconds, their brains showed no activity. The decomposition of cells throughout the body actually takes several hours to commence afterwards. During the interval between dying and being brought back is when 39% reported the memory of being conscious, even though their brains had stopped. So more on this, but you are neither inside the body nor outside the body. The body is in you, and you are infinite, borderless, and formless.